Welcome back to the latest edition of Wildcats 360. The playoffs are here for all of our fall sports, and the winter sports are getting going as well. Men's and women's soccer picked up big GNAC quarterfinal victories on Friday. Women's cross country competed, and men's cross country competed at the GNAC championships on Sunday. Congratulations to Caitlin Dunham, sophomore. She finished sixth to earn first team all GNAC honors. First guest today is our first repeat guest, Maria Coniglio from the women's volleyball team. They start the GNAC playoffs tomorrow night against St. Joseph's of Maine at 7:30. But over the weekend went to play Hunter and Keene at New York City, and for Maria being a New York native, going back home. So, Maria, what's it like to go back and play in front of the friends and family?
It's awesome because they all follow online, so they read all the articles, but just to be able to see it in person, they were all like freaking out. They're so loud.
Is there an extra motivation or pressure to play well in front of your friends and family?
Kind of. I feel like it's just, I got really more excited, so it just like added more energy, but I wouldn't say there's more motivation, but yeah.
Turning our attention to the GNAC playoffs, which start tomorrow night, is there, does the mindset change? Okay, can you guys kind of shut the door on the regular season and start getting into playoff mode, and how do you do that?
Yeah, the mindset changes a little bit. We still go in and we play our game, but I feel like in practice, when in the past we were like picking out what we did wrong, like now's our time to actually correct it and show that we've changed and improved.
And then you guys are still number 2 in the country. Is there any sort of pressure that comes along with that, being the favorites to host the regional and to go on to the Elite Eight?
I think that there was some pressure, and in the beginning of the season we were thinking about it a lot, but then we realized that it doesn't mean anything if you don't play like you're the number 2 country, so we really just been playing our game, and so I think we've released some of that pressure.
Oh, good. Okay. Now we'll get into some fun questions here with Maria. Okay, favorite emoji?
I like all the monkeys.
All the monkeys? Okay.
They're so cute.
TV show, book, or movie that you're into right now?
I like Riverdale.
Riverdale?
Mm-hmm.
And then, being that Halloween is two nights away, what's the best costume you've had for Halloween?
I'm really bad at costumes, but one of my friends was Peppa Pig, and I don't know if you know who that is, but she's a really funny character, a kid's character, and it was a really good costume.
All right. Well, again, thanks, Maria, for joining us. We're going to do a line change here as we bring in our next guest. Got the second line on now. We got Nick Pezza from the men's ice hockey team. As we talked about, winter sports are getting underway. Both teams kicked off over the weekend. So, Nick, does it feel like you're a senior? How fast has this time gone?
Man, not at all. It really flies by. I mean, 4 years goes faster than you could ever imagine. So, yeah, no, not at all.
How are the preseason practices? You guys, you've been practicing for 2 weeks. Got on the ice last weekend against Plymouth State. How's the team doing?
Honestly, they've been great. We spent a lot of time with the boys together in September, working on our conditioning and stuff. So once we got on the ice with Coach, beginning of October, we've really been working on our systems and stuff, working on building some chemistry with each other. A lot of new guys, big roster this year. So really just working on playing together, getting used to each other. Younger guys getting used to the college game and stuff. So it's been really good, going well.
Let's talk about those younger guys. As seniors, how do you guys incorporate them? How do you get them, into not only playing on the ice, but kind of your guys' what you do off the ice? Because men's hockey has had the highest GPA for our men's teams, year after year after year. How do you instill those values in them?
Yeah, I think part of that, speaking to the GPA, is just by nature of the fact that a lot of us come in pretty old. We played juniors after high school for the most part. So we get here pretty mature, focus on our studies and stuff. But in terms of incorporating the young guys, I mean, obviously just spending time together off the ice is huge. Giving rides to people. Obviously, we're driving between here, the rink, campus, and stuff. So just being together, doing things together, throwing a team dinner every now and then. Spend a big chunk of our day at the rink, all as one team. So that helps out a lot as well.
New element for you guys this year is joining the New England Hockey Conference. A lot of big names. Hobart's ranked. Norwich has been ranked before. What's the talk been around the locker room about the new conference?
Yeah, I think probably the biggest change is the league we came from last year and that we've been in the past. Some great teams. I think 3 of them were in the top 10 in the country at one point last year, but it's more of run and gun. Maybe not run and gun, but the league we're going to, a lot of teams play it closer to the vest. some very strong defensive teams, so important to get shots on net and stuff, and just really focus on our systems, because those become a lot more important when you're playing teams that are pretty disciplined and stuff, which our new league is. Just a lot of depth from top to bottom.
Well, great. And we'll go into our fun five with Nick. Okay, same question. Favorite emoji?
If you go over to the animal section, there's a lot of like the big cats and stuff. I just like lions, tigers, bears, all of them. I mean, just Wildcats. Yeah.
Wildcats is always a good one. Starbucks or Dunkin'?
Big New England guy. I'm gonna have to go with Dunkin' on that.
Go with the Dunkin'. All right. Movie, TV show, or book that you're into right now?
Yeah, I'm actually reading this book right now called Way of the Seal. Pretty cool what those guys go through. They battle. Just a lot of stuff they get put through, and just the endurance and stuff that they have is pretty impressive.
Favorite spot on campus?
I'm a big fan of Harborview Dining Hall, actually. It's been a couple of years since I've been in there, but I think they got some great food over there. They put on a pretty good production. So.
All right, speaking of food, mom or dad's coming into town, or someone else is paying for dinner besides you in Providence. Where are we going?
I've been on a pretty big Mexican food kick lately, but I think I'm going to have to go with Rosalina. Big-time Italian food, good stuff, so yeah.
And then again, best Halloween costume you've had?
I haven't had it. I'm planning to have it eventually, just when I have enough money saved up to buy the proper pieces, because I want to do it right. But I think I want to go with Jon Snow one of these years. So
that's a pretty good one. So, again, upcoming schedule for Johnson Wells Athletics, as we mentioned, men's ice hockey home opener tomorrow, 2:55 p.m., businessman special against Westfield State, getting the home slate open. Same thing on Tuesday, men's soccer versus Norwich in the GNAC semifinals at the Scotts Miracle Grow Athletics Complex at 7 p.m. Women's volleyball play St. Joseph's of Maine again. Just played them on Saturday, play them again on Tuesday in the GNAC quarterfinals. JWU is the number one seed for the tournament, so if they win on Tuesday, they would host on Thursday. Should they win on Thursday, they would host again on Saturday. Women's soccer is on the road at St. Joseph's of Maine for their semifinal match at 4 p.m. Wrestling team gets the season started going to the Ithaca Invitational Friday and Saturday. Some guys are heading to New Jersey on Saturday to take on Rutgers, Fresno State, and Centenary. For all the latest scores and news and live stats, go to providence.jwathletics.com. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at JWAthleticsPVD. Our Facebook page is facebook.com/JWProvidenceAthletics. And you can get the replay of this plus all of our great videos, including the documentary we got going on for women's volleyball, at youtube.com/C/JWAthletics. Nick, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, Real Cats.
We'll be back next Monday with Wildcats 360.